Thank you for that, Ed. The Obama administration just may have been dealt a major blow to Obamacare. At a federal appeals court hearing today, the panel decided that most of Obamacare's subsidies are illegal. The Obama administration says those subsidies will keep flowing in the meantime while they appeal the court's decision. The ruling says that aid to purchase health care can only be granted to people who bought insurance plans under Obamacare through the exchanges run by the states or the District of Columbia, not the federally run website or the federal exchanges. Today's ruling may lead to the abandoning of health care plans by millions of people. Sources say coverage may no longer be affordable without those government tax credits. Of course, the Obama administration will appeal that, and they say those subsidies will continue to flow. Meantime, at the U.S.-Mexico border, the Obama administration continues to take most of the blame for the influx of nearly 60,000 illegal immigrants over the last 9 months. Over on Newsmax.com, we're reporting that the White House has ignored warning signs at the border for years. The story also describes the president's cloudy immigration strategy and how this really stems from his 2012 re-election campaign and the Democratic push for immigration reform. Now, as a result, Texas Governor Rick Perry is now sending 1,000 or 1,000, I should clarify, 1,000 National Guard troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. Perry said yesterday that he decided to take this action himself after the feds failed to step up. As you can imagine, the White House not exactly thrilled with the decision and offered this response.
I know that Governor Perry is hopeful that it will have send an important symbol. Now, I will say that we haven't received the formal communication that you typically get from a state official when they make a request like this. So we'll see if Governor Perry follows through on his public announcement with the communication that's necessary to begin this kind of deployment.
Well, the White House has continued to push Perry for his help in pushing immigration reform. Also, more help from Congress on that front as well. Moving on now to the story taking place in the Middle East, the bloodshed in Gaza. And it brought UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry to Cairo for a new round of ceasefire talks. And we're hearing now today Ban Ki-moon saying he's fairly confident that the fighting will end soon as a result of this recent emergency discussion that's taking place in Cairo. Also, want to point out today Delta announcing that it's going to cancel flights into Tel Aviv, Israel. Delta, one of the major global air carriers, announcing cancellations of flights into that war-torn region. John Kerry also they're comparing Operation Protective Edge to some other past conflicts. Kerry was set to meet with the Arab League chief, but at this time there were no concrete plans to have face-to-face meetings with officials from Qatar, Turkey, Israel, or the West Bank. More ahead, more news in 30 minutes. Now here's Ed.